thinking about the typical stories that people tell about how they have forever lasting relationships with their teammates and are forever linked to part of this university. All of those cliche things that people generally talk about, they're extremely relevant, but today I wanted to talk about the differences between us all. Not one person here came from the same background, most likely not even the same city. Being from Florida, every time someone finds that out, I get the ultimate question: why in the world are you here? I know I'm not the only one that gets that, so I simply reply, athletics. I came from 12 hours away to join my teammates from Tennessee, Colorado, Connecticut, Ohio, Alabama, Pennsylvania, Arizona, Washington, Missouri, Georgia, and even other girls from Florida. I knew one of my older teammates when I started here, but that was it. Other than that, I was a clean slate, not knowing anybody else. It was only about 2 days before I had at least 15 people I could call at any time my team. If you know me at all, you know that it's not hard for me to make friends, but knowing that I had those girls already was very welcoming. As I've become closer and closer to my teammates over the years, we frequently have the conversation of, if we weren't on this team, we would never be friends. We're just that different. But this is the one thing that will keep us together for years to come. As for athletes on other teams, yes, we can all spot each other from miles away on any given day. Whether it's the constant sweats to class, which are the moments I relish the most, or a hat, sweatshirt, or backpack displaying your sport, or just the sheer look of exhaustion from a player in season. We all know the struggle of morning workouts, late night practices, followed by hours in the library, long cramped bus rides, and the ultimate search for time for food and a nap. But as I've noticed, especially over this past year, everyone has their own way of going about it. Every team has their motivator, their leader, their quiet hard worker, their team clown, their complainer, and ultimately that one person that has to be told what to do every step of the way, but you can't help but love them. It is amazing how we all fall into these roles as we arrive here for our first year. And every single one of those people are needed to make these teams work. It is a constant quote at our team meetings that every person is essential to this program, no matter what their role. One of the most important things I'll take away from the experience is just that. Be the best at whatever you do, no matter how small or large the job is. All of us here have played a critical role on our team and for this university. I will never forget the time that my team and I traveled to Fresno, California, and had a layover in Dallas, Texas. As we were sitting there eating lunch, a lady at the other end of our table gestured down to us to get our attention, to ask if we were in fact from the University of Tennessee at Martin. All of us, with a look of disbelief on our face, smiled and said yes. It is hard to imagine that you will run into somebody who knows about our small town school, let alone as an alumni in such a random place. She went on to tell us how the school was when she was here, and listened to how much it has grown, and was happy to hear how the school had grown. The opportunities to travel within athletics have provided more of these occasions than I would have ever imagined. To look back and think that that lady went home that day to tell her husband and her friends that she had met people from her alumni school, and that we were the face of the school for her that day. Not many people get to say that, and that is a rewarding feeling provided through athletics. Personally, being a college athlete hasn't always been a realistic dream for me. NCAA equestrian did not come about until 1998, and even then there were very few teams and it wasn't well recognized. On top of that, the collegiate level is very different than anything I've ever done. Growing up, all of my friends always loved to come to my house because I was the girl with all the horses. But not often did they think of me as an athlete. It was frustrating trying to explain yourself over and over again, and that frustration dwindled only a little bit when I was recruited onto the team here. We constantly get the, why do you have to work out, and riding horses can't possibly be that hard, which is merely out of a lack of knowledge about equestrian teams. It has been one of my goals over the past 4 years to educate my classmates, my professors, and other teammates, in other teams about my team. In the 4 years that I've been here, it's satisfying to see the increase of knowledge campus-wide and the increase of recognition nationwide. It's a great feeling to know that me and my team have been a part of that. To me, a college athlete is a college athlete. No matter what sport you play, you're a part of that elite group. Yes, we are students too, and circumstances may be different for some of us if we were not an athlete. The fact of the matter is that this university has given us, this group of senior athletes, the tools to work through life lessons. I believe that is an essential part of our years, however many there may be, is spent in college. We just choose to deal with those life lessons with a little bit extra on our plates. We deal with this demanding and time-consuming life where rewards are high for success, but the daily opportunities for failure are great. The fact that we are all sitting here today means that we overcome overcame those failures, the ones we surely all encountered. I'm so proud to be a part of this equestrian team family, the Skyhawk family, and this UTM family. I want to thank my coaches, Coach Cunningham and Coach Thompson, who I undoubtedly butt heads with at times, for putting up with me for 4 years. Hours spent in their offices venting about this and that is one way I have kept my sanity. And forming the kind of relationship that all it takes is one look to know what you have done right or wrong, I know those looks all too well. I want to thank everyone in athletics for helping and providing all of the opportunities that came with becoming a college athlete. I couldn't go without thanking Danelle, who I know will put her butt on the line to save me, and indeed she has, multiple times. And for Miss Vicky, who has supported my team and I with the utmost enthusiasm. Without the support and faith in me and my team from all of these people, I surely would be in a different position today. I wish everyone in here today the best of luck as we leave this place for the last time